Hi, on Wimble Train today we're going to take you back in time. Now in front of me here is an old control panel I made for a couple of my modules when I first started out. Now those of you who watch the channel know that I've gone DCC pretty much with switching turnouts and everything. I'm in the progress of doing that. But in the beginning I built a basic control panel, just reversing the voltage to switch Mikado points. So this is what I came up with. I will show you inside a little bit later on, because I probably made it more complicated than it should be, but that's just me. So basically I made this out of it's got a plastic box from the electronic shop, and then masked off the areas of the track, and then masked around and just painted these parts grey, just spray painted. So these were all masked off, the lighter bits, that the case colour that was already there, and just gave that a spray. Drilled holes for the switches. I have LEDs on there. I don't know how well they come on the camera to tell you which way the turnout is currently operated. And so I don't have these modules anymore, but I had one for a yard module, and I redid that a few videos ago. So this part was for the yard module, and then I had a module which had a crossover on it, and that's what this one operated here. So I've got Mikado switch here, and I've wired it up to this one at the moment. So at the moment it's switched to where the green LED is showing. And then if we want to operate that, we just do that, and we hit the push button here, and that switches over. Now you've probably all seen control panels like this. It's all over the internet and YouTube. The thing I did a bit different, rather than one momentary switch for each point, I just put one that operates them all. So you can set these to whatever configuration you want. You press that button and it switches the whole lot. And then this one was separate for the separate module I had with the crossover, and that'll just flick it between crossover and straight. So here's the wiring mess inside the actual unit. As you can see, wires everywhere. So basically all the switches then came to a connector on the back here. I just used a D15 connector, and then I had a lead running off to the module for that one, and then I had a couple of banana sockets for the crossover one I mentioned, and here we have our 12 volt power coming in. So what I did with these, and it's probably, like I said before, more complicated than probably what it needs to be, is I mounted the switch onto the Vero board, and I'll pull one off in a sec to show. And then I just came up with a little circuit diagram, made it on the Vero board with just little wires, and then I have a little plug-in connector which then runs off to the LEDs and to the output, which then goes through there to switch the point. Now there's a series of relays here, and one for each point to operate it. So the board would switch the relay, and then that would switch the output. And that was necessary because I used a single push button switch. If you put a push button switch for each one, then you wouldn't need that. It's just the way the circuit works. So I can pop up a circuit of what it is on the screen as we speak. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I wired it all to another piece of Vero board here, which then went out to the various things, and the power comes in on and all that sort of stuff. So that's it. What I'll do now is, like I said, I'll take one of these off and have a bit of a look at it. So here's one of the boards. I've unscrewed the switch now. So basically I made it modular because I was thinking if I want to change things around, or I want to use this on another panel, if I made one, I could just unplug it and put it on another panel. So basically the switch is wired directly to the Vero board, and then there's resistor in there for the LEDs and all the required crossover wiring, and then that just wires out to the LEDs as I said, and then the relay, and then that's it. Nice neat little module. So that's it, it's all back together now. Yeah, that's basically the way I did it. Probably a bit more work than probably needed, but you know, it came out neat. I think it's quite simple and straightforward to wire up. You know, you don't have any DCC addresses to worry about and all that sort of stuff, so good old basic old school type control panel. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed that. I thought I'd just show you that. I wanted to actually do this earlier in the piece, but somehow it got missed. So that was my initial control panel from the layout, and now it's all going DCC, the way of DCC. So thanks for watching again, thanks to all my subscribers, and we'll catch you next time on Wimble Train. Bye.